Alright, do I have a fun project today? So if you know me, or if you've watched most of my videos, I've hit some stuff with my car. It's not that low, but this Undertray down here is just, it's all messed up. I don't know if you can see it there. It's broken. I've hit, I think originally I hit a possum back in October last year, so about a year ago, busted up originally, and then I've had this baling wire on here holding it together ever since. And I've hit a few groundhogs and things that you can see a video of that happening on another trip I took. So, ordered up here. The back seat. Unlock the car. We have from Landon Bulk, I'm not sure how you say his name, at LRB Speed. I've got a couple of his parts already, but that is a fancy new aluminum under tray. So that will go in there and hopefully it'll be awesome. But I just want to thank LRB Speed again for more awesome RX-8 parts. Okay, there's plenty of tape holding it together, and I'm really happy to see that we have hardware. I was not sure if there'd be hardware included. It was a pretty thin box. But hardware, package strip, and looks like a new sticker. Sweet! Alright, so with the hardware, we've got some paperwork here, and it looks like it shows the different ways of mounting the bolts up, and then we've got another spot here with some more descriptions. And as you can see, it was 95 bucks plus 30 for shipping. Really for 125 bucks to get a nice aluminum one. It was going to be 180 or somewhere around there, 175 for just the factory plastic one. So yeah, there was no way I was ordering that when I could get this. I should have filmed it, but I felt like a kid at Christmas tearing open that brown just to get to this. But this is awesome. I mean, this nice little inlay there. There's an opening here so you can still access. I think it's like the oil drain plug or something, but it's just nice. That's fairly thick and strong. It's not gonna bend or break easily. And follow the Purely RX-8 group on Facebook, and one of the main leaders there, she's got one of these and definitely swears by it. Saved her engine. So, yep, time to jack my car up and get the tools over there and get to work. Take off this old junky one. Okay, so a little update video. This happened earlier today. This was a chipmunk. It was already dead in the middle of the road, but obviously it wasn't empty. And that's one of the reasons why I need to get this old one off here. You can see it's just messed up and it kills everything. I mean, obviously it caught it right there and just... Anyway, the factory side mounts were riveted on here. I don't know how well that's going through. I had to be a little aggressive with some pliers and kind of just basically bust the rivet out. And I haven't let you know how it attaches the other one yet, but there's a couple of bolts. These guys that were in this back hole here. And I am noticing there's another rivet right there I'm gonna have to get off. And I think, yeah, there's one there. So there's 3 rivets on each side. Oh, and a spider probably just disappeared. That'll have to get off 2 more on each side, and then this old one should come out. Oh, there he is. And and we'll put the new one on. Okay, so I took off the 2 side wheel, whatever they're called, the wheel deflector areas right here. It made it a lot easier to see up, and there's 2 bolts up there. I don't know if you can see them or not that show that. I've already got them off on the other side, and I'll do this side and it should pop out. Alright, I just took out those 2 bolts. Once that last bolt came out, it literally just fell out. I need a new front bumper too, but that's coming later. And here it is. So now I can attack these rivets a little easier. There's 4 left. But yeah, you can see this thing's had some wear. It used to be, well, it should have been all the way across here, but all this is worn off, and yeah, death has ensued. But yeah, I'll just pull those 2 side things off, mount them up to the new one, bolt it all back together. Okay, one last view of it. I've got it flipped upside down just to line them up, but you can see here's the access hole here where there's a nice rotor shaped on the LRB side, and yeah, it lines up pretty perfectly, and you can see that should be a a little nicer than what was on there. Okay, so hardware packet explained. There's 4 short clips, 4 longer clips, 8, I believe, yes, 8 longer bolts with washers that would go with these clips. We've got 2 short bolts and 2 larger washers. 2 short bolts and larger washers are going to be going in these back holes here, like it says up here on these directions, but that's where I took out the 2, and these will just replace them. And yeah, pretty simple. Okay, per directions, the 4 longer clips, I didn't say this, go on the sides and hold these side panels down. The 4 shorter ones are actually going to attach to the bumper. And there was 8 washers, I don't know if you guys saw that, but some are still in the bag. And I noticed I do have to cut off my existing rivet and make that smooth, because there is no spot there where it would attach. Okay, I figure I can try to show this part. For the rivets that are on here, just using like my standard cutters, getting them back up in there. I'm pinching. I can do it one-handed here. Hold on. There. Pinching that off. And then what I do is I just kind of take the clippers and grab it and then twist it this way. And what that does is it pops the rivet out the other side. So now, when I line everything up, oh, I got one more to do here. But when I line everything up on here, those rivets are now gone. Okay, so I completed that side, and then I just want to show you guys how easy it is. These, with the screw side facing up, you basically just slide it on, and it clips into place. Of course, if I wasn't pushing down, I'd do it that easy. There we go. It pops into place, and then now it's a spot for the screw to go through. On the other side, I'll do this one-handed. Anyway, there you go, clicks in, and then this will literally just set on top of here without the paper in the way, and you'll put the screws to the bottom and tighten them up. Okay, and now that those 4 screws are in, I've got a fancy new Undertray. I'll basically just bolt it back in place. They did give me the screws and the clips that'll replace the clips that are on the front bumper, or what's left of my front bumper piece. And yeah. Might have to do a little something over here to keep that up in place, but there we go. Okay, I still have some work to do. I gotta finish putting the rest of the plastic back on, but here it is in. You can kind of read the LRB. And it's in, and it looks nice, and it's up. I mean, it's dirty because of my fingerprints, but there we go. Like, the bolts are still all finger tight right now. I need to actually go through and snug it up, but I wanted to make sure it fit. I even got the 4 bolts in the front here. I've even got this being held on a little better. So once I get my 2 side fender well things back up in there, I'm gonna tighten everything down. All right, so I'm still under here. I want to say, don't forget to put all your wires back in the holes. I didn't mention when I took them out, but I did pop them out on the side skirts, or the side, whatever these things are called. All these wires. This one's got a broken clip on it, but clips in here, here, and up here. But then, I don't have a whole lot of room under my car here. But yeah, you can see that this is looking really nice, and I definitely want to order up the aluminum sides now for it, but they'll wait. Just got to finish tightening up these bolts now that I've got everything else in place, and put my fitter things back in like I already said. So I made a minor installation error. It'll just take me 2 minutes to fix, but if you follow my video, I installed the plate and then I put these side things on. Well, maybe I should do that first, because I gotta loosen up these 2 bolts, put them back in on both sides, so that way the side things are actually bolted to this, and then I'll be done. Okay, so I'm noticing after I'm getting this on here, they've got some washers, and they definitely help, but my plastic's a little beat up, so I've got some slightly larger washers I'm going to add to it underneath those, just to give it a little bit better grip. Alright, so now I had to do double washers because my bigger washer I had was actually too big in the center to go around this. So I've got them both in there, but there was more than enough thread, but you can see that, in my opinion, is held down much better. I've got it on both sides. Rears are tight. Everything looks good. I'll double check everything, but I'm going to lower the car. Hey, Dad. Alright, out with the old, in with the new. Completion of the awesome LRB Speed Undertray, which you can't really see because you shouldn't. It should all be bolted together like it is. Anyway, hopefully the roadkill will become less. The air will flow over the radiator free and clear, just like it's supposed to. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm out.